The next award, I'm also very honored, is the MASE Distinguished Service Award. The MASE Distinguished Service Award honors an individual for their positive history in association with Minnesota public education, contributing to improving Minnesota's public education system and reputation of a person who willingly goes the extra mile. MASE is pleased to present the 2020-21 Distinguished Service Award to Jan Ostrom, partner and licensed psychologist with Bry Design. Jan is known as that person who will go the extra mile for students with disabilities. She has a very positive history and working relationship with Minnesota public educators all across the state. Melissa Schaller from Intermediate District 917 says Jan's consistent focus in all of her work is for the students and understanding their needs. She is dedicated to developing and carrying out effective programming for positive growth of students. She is the ultimate advocate for students with disabilities. Jan can see all perspectives of an issue and moves teams towards improving the lives of children with disabilities. Jan has more than 20 years of experience working with individuals with autism, emotional behavior disorders, and mental illness. I know I worked with Jan about 20 years ago, and she was brilliant then. And so imagine how much she has grown over all the years. I've been honored to work with her with many of those students. She is a co-founder of Bry Design, specializing in behavioral supports, functional behavior assessments, positive behavior supports, and consultation to understanding behavior and behavior change. She's an active educator and advocate to advance professional learning for special education administrators. She's a frequent speaker and trainer for comprehensive behavior supports. Jan is able to conduct professional and empathic conversations with families and their school districts. She works with grace and humility among the most difficult and sensitive situations with the goal of meeting student needs. It is my great honor to introduce Jan Ostrom, recipient of the 2020-21 MASE Distinguished Service Award. Congratulations, Jan.
Thank you. I just want to let you know how honored I am. I'm so excited to receive the Distinguished Services Award from the Minnesota Administrators for Special Education. It's a group of collective leaders who clearly have an impeccable commitment towards the quality of services for students in special education. And I've had an opportunity to meet with a number of them, both the students as well as the teachers and the teams. And it's been an incredible opportunity. I also want to very much acknowledge those people who had the opportunity to support that nomination for me to receive this award. It means a lot to me. I wanted to share a little bit about that. My intent, when I was young and you're thinking about, what am I going to do when I grow up? I remember sitting on the stoop with the neighborhood kids. There were like 5 of us. And we were all sharing what we thought we were going to do. And I, back then, decided, I'm really wanting to work with those kids that don't have as much of that opportunity, like to go to school and to learn like the rest of us. I don't know, maybe it's those students who are blind, or maybe it's those students who are deaf. I'm not sure where I initially got the interest and the desire, because I didn't have that level of exposure. In fact, when I went to school, there was not special education. We didn't have the exposure and the opportunities to be with those individuals who have different abilities. So I wanted to work with those individuals. In fact, the year that I graduated from high school, which offers some date, is 1975, when Public Law 94-142 was enacted. And I graduated from high school and I thought, that's got to be a good omen because that's right aligned with my interests. And think of where the field has gone since then. It's been a phenomenal opportunity for the students and for those of us supporting them. And we've all been a part of that, and I very much appreciated that. So I did pursue that career. I went to the University of Minnesota and I did secure my elementary teaching degree because I was committed to that outcome. And I got my elementary teaching degree and I really had intent to get in there and pursue that graduate degree in special education. Unfortunately, at that time, employment economics created a hurdle. Back in the early 1980s, you couldn't get a teaching job. There were too many teachers in the field, and you just couldn't become a teacher. You couldn't get a job in teaching, which is way different than what we've got now. But it was reality. Your best bet was to become a substitute teacher, get your foot in the door, and maybe over the course of a few years, you might establish enough relationship to be a teacher. And at that point, I felt a need to be more efficient in establishing and going on with my career. And it was that helped me shift a little bit and take a tangent approach, at which point I pursued my degree in psychology to figure out what makes people tick. Why do we do what we do? And it's at that point then I was able to secure my degree in applied psychology. And so it's for that reason I really want to let you know how much it means to me that I could receive the Distinctive Services Award from the special education leaders in the state of Minnesota. It validates the course that I wanted to be on. It's where I wanted to be, is with special education. And I've been there. I'm not trying to cut myself short that I did the wrong thing. I've been there and I've been with you. And I want to let you know that it's been a community of people that I've had the pleasure of working with. When we're working with some very significant and challenging behaviors, it can create a lot of discussion, it can create a lot of frustration, and can create a lot of opportunity. And I've had an opportunity to be there and to support teams, and I've been able to embrace the opportunities all over the state of Minnesota. And I very much appreciated that. I've had the opportunity to collaborate and talk with educators, special educators, coordinators, and administrators. And we've had some very good conversations about behaviors, about assessments, about interventions, about student progress, and about their successes. And there's some very tight situations out there. And of course, we know sometimes we got team dynamics that can start creating some of the hurdles for moving forward. So we work together on collaboration, and we'll work through the core team process or whatever means to keep people talking together. I've not taken this journey alone. I want to very much acknowledge my family. I've got siblings who've always been committed towards working our best day to day in securing our careers. And we've always kept each other on the shore of what opportunities we're going to pursue. I want to thank them, and I want to thank my husband and my sons who've been impatient in my opportunities to pursue that career and to continue the opportunities that I've had. And I want to acknowledge them, and I want to acknowledge all the colleagues and consultants that I've worked with. I've had great opportunities to work with Joe Richley, Sheila Mercer, Kathy Stuhler, and a handful of others. But as much, I really want to acknowledge that community of special educators I've had the opportunity to collaborate with and to work through situations and to support the students in special ed. It's been an immeasurable opportunity to do that, and I want to thank you for that. So again, I want to let you know that I'm truly honored to receive the Distinctive Services Award from the Minnesota Administrators for Special Education. It's my honor, and I want to thank you very much. Thank you.